We're both feeling a bit left out, aren't we? Because I think we're the only two people that haven't been linked to a move to Inter Milan over the last 2 weeks. It's extraordinary. Every single player, it seems, have been linked to a move to Italy and Conte's Inter.
Yeah, well, I guess that's a reflection of the mood around the club. There's a real sort of positive feeling at Inter right now, and we'll see how long it lasts once the season starts, because there's been a very positive feeling around Inter for the last couple of seasons going into the new campaigns, and it's been derailed at different points both times. But getting into the Champions League again, having Conte come in as manager has created a feeling of positivity about the potential of the club. The names being linked are big names. We know that Conte wants Romelu Lukaku. He's a huge player, but the one that I think is really generating a lot of discussion in Italy as well at the moment is Nicolo Barella, who is a young midfielder who plays at Cagliari. Really burst onto the scene this year, got his international debut under Roberto Mancini, played in the under-21s as well, and has been brilliant for both, and has been very much sort of portrayed already, even though Nainggolan's only been there for one season, as the replacement to Raja Nainggolan. I think there's a lot of similarities in the way they play. Dynamic, physical players who are able to control the game when they are at their best, which Nainggolan wasn't for a lot of this season. He has also been targeted by Roma. It's a fascinating situation because it really seems like, from what I'm hearing, that Barella wants Inter and has basically got the terms of an agreement lined up with them. But Cagliari have used Inter's interest to perhaps get a better bid from Roma. Roma are offering 35 million euros plus Gregor Defrel, which would be a nice extra value piece for Cagliari, whereas Inter are offering 34 million plus another 6 in bonuses or so. So at the moment, there's this sort of difference of opinion between club and player over what the best transfer would be. So we'll see if that comes to fruition, but I think that's very much one that could define what this Inter team looks like, because he will be right at the heart of that midfield if he signs.
Meanwhile, for Napoli, fans seem to be happy at the signing of Manolas. They'd be even happier if he's joined by James Rodriguez.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there's a lot of excitement at Napoli right now. I mean, I think Kostas Manolas is a really brilliant signing for just a little over 30 million euros. One of the best centre-backs in Italy, and you're pairing him with Kalidou Koulibaly, the best centre-back in Serie A this season, and perhaps the season before as well. So potentially a really brilliant centre-back pairing there. Two incredibly physical and imposing players in the air on which to build your team. And then, yes, James Rodriguez, who has a great relationship with Ancelotti, dating back to Bayern and Real Madrid, being paired with Fabian Ruiz, who's another breakout star of this summer at the Euros, under 21 Euros. People have been watching him. He's had a fantastic second part of the season at Napoli as well. And I think the idea of building on this big, solid defensive partnership with a couple of really creative and attacking players in midfield is very exciting to fans in Naples. I think there's a bit of a feeling that this Napoli team is really going to push on and be ready to challenge Juventus again next season. So, yeah, a lot of positive feeling again. Inter, Napoli, all of the big clubs in Italy at the moment have a lot of exciting stuff going on, I think.